With its small villages and soaring mountains, Liechtenstein is often described as like a fairy tale, and this German-speaking country is a remote land, still ruled by a prince. The name Liechtenstein was first used in the region in 1136, but the formal Principality of Liechtenstein was not founded until 1719. Nestled in the Rhine Valley between Switzerland and Austria, Liechtenstein is one of only 2 countries in the world that is doubly landlocked, meaning it's entirely surrounded by other landlocked countries. And with no international airport or even one highway, Liechtenstein often ranks as one of the least visited countries in Europe. The border with Switzerland is so inconspicuous, you could almost miss that you're crossing into a different country. With an area of just 62 square miles and a population of just 38,000, it's the 6th smallest country in the world, and it's actually possible to walk the length of the country in a single day. Some even call it a postage stamp country, but not just because of its tiny size. Every time I travel to Liechtenstein, I make a beeline for the post office with my envelopes. Why? Well, one envelope is for the stamp I'm gonna mail to myself, but the other envelopes are for the stamps I'm gonna keep. I've been a stamp collector all my life, and as a child, I didn't even know why so many stamps came from Liechtenstein, a country I'd never heard of, but there's a reason.
Stamps are art and function, because stamps connect people.
But it's art.
It is. It's not only a picture on a stamp, so it should be an artwork, a real artwork.
Christine Bumwalder leads the process of choosing topics and artists for Liechtenstein's new collections of stamps. The importance of stamps in Liechtenstein is evident in the capital city, Vaduz, where you can't help but see stamps at every step. They even have their own postal museum, one of the few museums in the world dedicated just to stamps.
The stamps are also an ambassador for this small country, you know?
So anytime somebody mails a letter, you're showcasing Liechtenstein.
Yeah, it is.
When you think European football, you usually think Real Madrid of Spain or Manchester United in England. But tiny Liechtenstein is a powerhouse of its own. Literally steps away from the Rhine River, bordering Switzerland, lies Rheinpark Stadium, home of the Vaduz Football Club, representing the capital city of just 5,500 people. And you fill the stadium?
In first league, it's around 4,000, so...
And the stadium holds?
Around 6,000 spectators, yeah.
So more than the people who actually live in the capital?
Yes. Everybody's welcome and everybody has a seat in here.
Patrick Bergmeyer is the executive president of the club and also a former player. I mean, what's surprising to me is that in this small country, you've got a world-class soccer team.
It's a professional soccer team. It's the only professional soccer team here in Liechtenstein. So really proud of it, yes. We are playing now since 20 years in the professional league in Switzerland. So we try to improve and yeah, it's getting better and better.
Are they champions? Not exactly. Do they have spirit and passion? Absolutely. And if you ask, they might let you play. These are the club's starting players. I am not. At first, we had a little kick around, just to dust off my non-existent soccer skills. Make him run. And then, the real game began. I was clearly outmatched. Oh, what saved me in the game was they kindly did it in slow motion. Hey!
That's how you do it.
No kidding. They were kind to me, no injuries, no yellow cards. There we go. And I lived to tell the story. And sometimes I even surprised myself.
Oh!
Come over here. Come over here. And the only thing that might top that sweet sense of victory is the beauty of the stadium's Alpine setting. The mountains draw you in, out of the capital, and up into Tractin, the largest municipality in Liechtenstein.
It's very nice to live here. When you go through the country, you know every area, you know every mountain. It's possible in your life to climb up every mountain in this country.
Have you done it?
No, not yet. That's my aim.
Thomas Tishy grew up in the mountains and now shares his lifelong passion by leading hiking groups.
I want to show all the persons the beautiful landscape that we have here, and explain the mountains and explain the culture of it.
Well, what is the culture?
You see the huts over there?
Yeah.
It's some Walsers.
Wowzers.
They came from Switzerland several years ago, and then they started here to build up some huts in the mountain.
The Walser people were named for the area of Switzerland where they originally resided. They immigrated to Liechtenstein around the 14th century, settling in Tractin, preferring the isolation offered to them by the rugged, high-altitude terrain.
And they're storytellers.
Yeah, there's some stories here in Liechtenstein also, yeah.
A lot of myths.
Yeah.
Like ghosts.
Ghosts and also princesses and dragons and all this.
The Walser people and their stories aren't the only thing that came to Liechtenstein from Switzerland. In addition to being a mountain guide, Thomas Tishy is also a musician.
Nice. And that sound carries.
Yeah?
You can hear it for a long period.
Yeah.
Many people only know the Alphorn from cough drop commercials, but the Alphorn has been played in Switzerland since the 16th century and was originally a shepherd's tool for corralling animals.
How difficult is it to play this?
You need some training. You need some experience playing trumpet, things like that. That would be very helpful.
You need lungs.
Yeah, you need lungs. Yeah, you need a lot of air, yeah.
It's a demanding instrument, but it has a dedicated group of performers.
In this area, there are about 4,000 horns. Horn player here.
But the sheep and the goats don't care anymore.
They don't care anymore. If they hear a horn, they don't look.
So this is just about the music.
Yeah.
And while the horns are over 10 feet long, Thomas has a collapsible carbon fiber horn made for easy carrying.
Amazing.
So we got to play a duet.
Wow.
But I think the sheep go all the way.
Oh, we scared them all away. Show off.
But no matter what sound you make on an Alphorn, the echo from the Liechtenstein hills is music to your ears, or somebody's ears.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Great.
If you really want to immerse yourself in the Walser culture, then track down the Tractin group at Tractin, who practice in this rehearsal hall every week. Tract refers to the traditional clothing in the German-speaking regions. And for this group, it's about using dance to keep the culture alive.
Those are mostly traditional dances which are coming from the Austrian and also the Swiss culture, so it's more like a multi-regional thing.
19-year-old Michael Schedler shares his passion for Tractin with his father Gottlieb. The group often appears at local community events in their traditional Tractin outfits. It was easy enough for me to learn, but I think I need to take it slow.
1,
Another
2,
7
3.
steps.
I can count to 7. 5.
Add a little music and a traditional hat and jacket. Then I'm joined by the rest of the whole dance troupe.
Is everybody ready?
That's when the fun begins. If you want to immerse yourself in any culture, learn their dance, because you will be, whether you like it or not, up close and personal in no time at all.
Great job.
Liechtenstein is known for its mountain hiking trails, and it even has a 45-mile loop called the Liechtenstein Trail, which will take you through all 11 of the country's municipalities. But if you want to skip the leg-busting hikes and still enjoy the views, head to the village of Malboon and catch a ride.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I've done chairlifts before, but nothing like this.
Well, this is how we do it in Liechtenstein. We eat on the way up.
Wow, okay. And away we go.
Here we go.
If you ask a local like Marco Buchel, he'll tell you to order ahead of time a picnic box of various Liechtenstein delicacies for the 7-minute ride up. If it seems like Marco knows his way around a chairlift, that's because he does. He's a 6-time Olympic skier on the Liechtenstein team. And after you've finished your meal, there's a scenic dessert at the top.
Now this is a great view.
Well, basically, Liechtenstein is right here. But on the other side, you already see Switzerland. And you have this beautiful mountain. And just around the corner here is Austria. So if you don't pay attention, you're with one foot in another country. You know, top of the world.
And we get down how?
Well, we're not here to talk only. We're here to race. Let me show you. Computer, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, set, go!
Luckily, there's no snow, so there won't be any downhill skiing today. But you can rent fat tire scooters.
I'm coming.
Marco jumped out to an early lead, but at least I've got the cows to keep me company.
I love this. Hello, Mr. Cow.
Oh, come on!
I'm coming.
Yeah, right.
All right, here I go.
The path down is wide and easy to navigate, but it's not without its hazards.
The cows left us a few presents.
Oh, yeah, especially for you.
I know, especially for me. I think I'm covered in cow shit. Shut up.
And no surprise, I finished second behind the Olympic athlete.
Peter, we made it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we made it, but the cows left me a souvenir.
Yeah, right. You are on your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then some.
In such a geographically small country, real estate is valuable, which is why it's so surprising to find this 10-acre vineyard right inside the capital city.
It's a very unique situation because we are in the midst of Vaduz city. This is major prime land here.
But nobody's going to build on this.
Surely not, as long as the prince has his saying.
Steph Rao works for the Princely Winery, which has that name for a very good reason.
Obviously, here we have this beautiful castle belonging to the princely family of Liechtenstein with the vineyard that was always associated with this parcel of land here.
He can see the winery from the castle.
Exactly, and he does. Yeah, he watches that closely as well here. Yeah. And taste, if you like.
Are these Pinot?
This is Pinot Noir. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice and juicy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget the wine. I can eat these
You want to
all
eat
day.
that? All right. I think so too. Now they have actually a degree of fruit sugar that is quite all right.
These are some of the sweetest grapes I've ever had.
Yeah.
And how long between harvesting and bottling?
Harvested and bottling about 6 to 8 months. Released
And
6
then
months later.
Brought right up there.
Absolutely. He gets the first case always. Yeah.
On the day we visited, we happened upon a group that didn't just come there to drink, they came there to sing. A perfect way to end a visit to a country full of surprising hidden gems.
That was great.